You haven't seen
This
how
is an
bad AI games can be until you've seen this video right here.
What is happening? And now a wall just materialized where a door was. What? Holy cow.
So why do they give you two sets of options? They give you like an quote-unquote in-game prompt.
Like, you look at this. There's actual text you can actually read here. And then this is not text that you can read. The in-game prompt.
What, you guys don't want to press A to goo what dade?
Good morning, everyone. It is that time of year again. It's Off the Console, the scariest year-old podcast. It's all about horror gaming, tech horror stories, and anything scary. This week, we're going to be covering some of the biggest news, some of the scariest headlines, including Counter-Strike 2's Rugpull, which is terrifying for many, many folks, I can imagine. There's the over 5,000 Steam games fail to even make back the $100 publishing fee on Steam, which I can imagine would also be quite scary, and a whole lot more. We've got a ton of stuff, including some really fun ghost stories in the bonus show, which is over on Patreon. My name is Gardner, and I am joined by my friends, High Tech Lowlife and James, aka The Brink. How's it going, my friends?
Going great.
Doing all right. How about you?
Dude, it's been a heck of a week, and I'm really excited to talk about some of these stories here. So we like to start the show off by talking about the things that we've been playing this week. High Tech, what have you been playing this week?
So this week, I take the role of Gardner, and I haven't played any real video games.
Oh my gosh.
But I have been playing a new gacha game, so I mean, I don't know if that counts or not.
Mate, almost. Depends on the game.
Gacha games they're not real games.
Fair enough. It's a new one called Chaos Zero Nightmare. It's an interesting one because it is a gacha game, but the actual gameplay is like a mix of Slay the Spire and Darkest Dungeon.
Okay, you got my attention on that. That sounds cool, actually. I like both those games.
Yeah, but it is anime as fuck, in case you're wondering.
I don't care.
But it's also like, yeah, it's pretty brutal though. Anyways, but yeah, that's my week. I've been doing some server shit, trying to prepare my NASs for greater purposes. And also just work's been really killing me. What about you,
James?
What about me?
Yeah.
I've been having a pretty good week, actually. I've been playing Chronos, the new Dawn on my Mac Studio. I streamed it 2 days ago. I'll probably continue to stream it, actually, the next few days. Probably not on my Mac Studio because I wanted to see what it could do, and I was able to get pretty far before I started artifacting and having some issues. But it is pretty cool what Wine and what it is capable to do of like a Windows game on Mac, and so I was having fun with that. Ran really well, shockingly, but my internet not so much. But so yeah, doing Chronos, which is it's like a Resident Evil meets Dead Space meets some other games type of game. It's really fun. It's not too spooky yet, but it could have been that I'm streaming it, and the problem with streaming sometimes is it doesn't feel as spooky because you have other people there to talk to. But yeah, then I got my wife Susie playing Alan Wake 1. She just finished it, the remake or the remaster, and then she's playing Alan Wake 2. So I've been watching her do that. That's pretty fun.
Nice.
Great games, by the way. Like very like during the spooky season or even any time of the year, they're great to pick up.
That's awesome.
That's what I've been doing.
Alan Wake, I haven't played that in ages, man.
I've never played Alan Wake before.
Alan Wake 1 does not hold up as well as, but Alan Wake 2, like, it is worth playing because the story, because it really is very story heavy. I mean, you're following an author, but Alan Wake 2 is really good, and so is Control, and they're all in the same universe, and it's very much an amazing series that I think anyone that enjoys a story should play.
Nice.
I might have to give it a shot at some point eventually, maybe.
Very promising.
Yeah.
Now, what about you, Gardner? What have you been playing?
All right. Well, I actually, unlike the last couple of weeks, I've actually been playing a game. I've gone back to it, and I have discovered that this game is actually good for my diabetes. It's called Beat Saber, which you guys might have heard of.
Gardner actually playing games?
I know, dude. So I have a Valve Index, and I have a nice big play space out here in the living room, and doing the EDM Dance Simulator 2013 or whatever. That's pretty. It actually really does make my blood sugar go down when I'm playing it, which is really nice. So because it's been getting cold out, and
God.
I haven't been going for as many walks or as long of walks, I'm like, let's just see how this affects my diabetes, and it actually helps quite a bit. So yeah, the problem is I get really bored of the same songs over and over again. So I've had to like kind of dive into the custom songs, and man, there is some real uneven difficulty curves in the community sourced songs.
So
They are. But I'll
Sounds
tell you,
about right.
Kendrick Lamar absolutely slaps when it comes to Beat Saber, dude. Like, yeah, it's pretty good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I picked it up a month or two ago and played a bunch of that. But
Yeah.
I really, honestly, for cardio,
Yeah.
it'd be worth. I'd almost want to buy a standalone VR headset to play that game, because I hate setting up my index for it.
That is a huge issue for me, because like playing VR on Linux, I tried it the other day. Still not a great experience. It's still quite choppy, and frame lags and like just make me feel sick. And it's like an immediate thing. As soon as I had Steam VR set up on Linux, I put the headset on, and I was just immediately like in Seasick City. So yeah. So I have a Windows PC out there that I'm playing on. I know, shock. Pearl clutched, but it's the only way to play VR right now. And so I tried to like set it up so that Windows would just automatically log in, right? But because I had set up an offline account for Windows 11, when it like, I don't know what happened, but like I don't know if I logged in as my Windows account for some reason, or if Emily might have logged into my account or something, but it got logged into a Windows account. And because they were set up differently, there's like something weird with Windows now, where it will not, no matter what I try to do, it will not automatically log into the only user account on the system. And that means that I have to like have a freaking keyboard connected to it so I can like type in a pin or something. It's so dumb.
Jesus Christ.
Windows is such a piece of shit, dude. God damn it. It makes me so angry.
Who knows? Maybe Valve's Deckard will fix everything wrong with VR on Linux.
That is my hope. That is my hope. I really, really hope that Valve solves especially the frame time issue, because it just makes me so sick when I try using Linux in VR. Anyway, let's get into the stories, shall we? But before we get into the stories, make sure you guys subscribe. We're on YouTube. You can subscribe to the show over there. The YouTube channel's been blowing up recently. We've got like 800 views on individual episodes, which for a long time we were hitting like 100 or 200. So that's pretty great to see. Also, our RSS feed is available at podcast.subscribe2.me. You can follow us there with any of your favorite podcasting app. You can also follow us on Spotify or Apple Music. We also are on the Fediverse, where you can engage with the show. You can like and comment and reshare at Off the Console Show at podcast.subscribe2.me. And we also have a Discord server that we just set up. You can find the link to that in the description or the show notes of this episode.
Yes, the Discord server is a work in progress. Yes. So the first of you guys to join us will be our personal guinea pigs, so to speak. But yeah, essentially we're testing out Discord primarily because we need a better avenue for communicating with you, because I know we haven't been the most communicative at times.
Yeah.
But we're trying to change that.
Yeah. Well, it's like, we want to have a community of folks who watch the show and be able to talk to you guys and have real-time conversations. And I think it's really important when you have a podcast like what we do.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. So, want to get into our first topic here?
Yes, let's go into the CS2 rug pull. So, for those who don't know, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, CSGO, and now CS2 was built upon this idea that you could collect a bunch of skins and stuff. And of course, two of the most coveted skins, of course, are the gloves, which I think is a fairly new addition, and the knives. Mm-hmm. The knives are worth thousands and thousands. Sometimes I think the most expensive knife, let me look it up. CS2 most expensive knife. $1.5 million for a blue karambit. Now, karambits are pretty cool in real life, I will say, but I don't think it's a cool $1.5 million cool.
Dude, I'm sorry, but that nothing digital is worth that amount of money. Nothing.
Now, let me compare this to the price of a real karambit that you could probably buy. Let's do a fixed blade. You could buy like a real karambit for like $400-$500. I mean, sure, they don't have the crazy blue patterns, but you could do that yourself.
Mm.
Yeah.
You could find someone to do it custom for you. Yeah.
Or find someone to do that. But anyways, we haven't even gotten to the real topic at hand.
Mm-hmm.
So they launched a new feature called the trade-up system, which lets people trade up a bunch of different items in a set to effectively trade up to knives, which has drastically reduced the value of knives. But it's also increased the value of some of those other trash skins that you may have been hoarding all this time. Because weapon skins aren't that valuable, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So, allegedly, $1 billion of market value has been wiped.
Mm.
I don't know if I like the idea that there's a market value in Counter-Strike. Like, there's a market like that.
Well, I mean, that's kind of how it is when you enable trading.
Yeah.
There's no real world trading, I should mention. It's only like Steam trading. So like if you sell one of your knives, like your karambits, for like 1.5 million, you could probably buy games for the rest of your life on Steam.
Mm.
But I would rather figure out a way to get that money off of Steam into my wallet, into my bank account.
Yeah.
It'll probably be taxed to hell, but yeah.
Just keep on buying Steam Decks and selling them.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
that's not a bad idea. I'd lose.
You just become a Steam Deck seller.
Yeah.
So it's gotten to the point where the CS Knives subreddit, I forget what the name of it is. The top pinned post is a suicide hotline.
Oh my gosh.
It's that bad.
I mean, when people lose money, even if it's digital, it does not end well.
Wow.
It's not losing money if it's not liquid, because it's just a theoretical value until you sell it.
Yeah, but it still happens.
Yeah, I get it though. It sucks. It's a true horror story for those that play CS exclusively for the knives and not for the actual gameplay.
Dude, man, there's so much about this that I absolutely despise. Like, I'm just curious, like, how is this any different from like company town money?
Well, company town money is like, what are you talking about? Like, just a town that's run by a company that you have to spend more. Like, they set the prices for all the goods and everything. And then, well, there's real life stuff that you can suffer from. But
well, you can't really buy. Like, Valve doesn't really let you like sell these for real money, and they don't. They certainly don't sell these for real money either.
Right. But I mean, you can still. But like, what I'm trying to say is, like, in a company town, you only made money like through the company's like currency, right? And then you could only spend that currency in the company town, and then they set the prices for all the goods and services that were available in the town. So it's like, I think like this seems to me like a digital parallel to that, where it's like you're selling these goods through valued at dollars, but it's just money that you can't extract from Steam, and you can only spend it on Steam, and it's like, and most of the prices are, at least to some degree, affected by Valve's like 30% cut or whatever. So it's like, it just seems to me like verging on unethical, if it isn't just completely unethical. And then they can also do this where they make an arbitrary change and it like wipes $1 billion off of the market cap of the whole economy. It just seems absolutely crazy.
It's always been fairly unstable, but that's what you get with this type of stuff. And if people are really putting in this much time, effort, or even money into this, like, I have some bad news for you.
Yeah,
I get what you're saying with the analogy, Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
But technically, Valve doesn't set the prices of CS knives to multiple thousands of dollars.
Right.
It's a random pull from a loot box that you buy a key for, and the keys are like $1 each. So theoretically, you could get a knife for $1.
Right. That's true.
If you're lucky.
Yes, that is true. So that is different, but like, it just seems weird to me that Valve not only created this entire economy, but then they also have this level of control over the economy, and they're the only ones who do. Right? I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah,
it's very concerning to me. And it's not just Valve. Like Fortnite is the same way. Like all of like Roblox, all of these companies have like these perfect little monopolistic fiefdoms over the economies that they created, and it's like, I don't think that should be allowed to exist, personally.
Yeah, it is definitely verging on that digital company town mentality, but I mean, to me, if Valve did it, I'd be okay with having a Valve town. No, I'm just
I mean, people are apparently okay with having a Roblox town, and Roblox takes 80% of your cut.
Yeah, Roblox is
To be fair, though, most Roblox games are just people taking concepts from popular indies and just turning it into shittier Roblox versions, filled to the brim with microtransactions designed by these like game developers in Roblox too. Mm-hmm. Like, I played Roblox with my nieces and nephews.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, some of those games have like microtransactions up the ass. It makes a mobile gacha game kind of.
Yeah, I guess Roblox would be more of a company town kind of mentality, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, you can always exfiltrate your earned Roblox into real money, which is why there's an incentive to actually make games in Roblox. But Roblox games just kind of like suck too, and like they're just ripoffs of more popular games. Like there's a CS in Roblox.
There's Dead by Daylight in Roblox. To be fair, though, it reminds me of the mod stuff, because I've looked at it, too. It reminds me of the modding back in the day, so I'm going to give it a little bit of a pass for that type of stuff. It's the making money off the backs of kids, and like 80%, that's kind of scummy.
Yeah, that's super scummy. Like, people think 30% in Valve is already bad enough.
Yeah, I still stand by that. I still think 30%.
But 80% is insane. That's more than double what the rate Valve takes games. And some of those games are super popular to the point where they've like eclipsed Steam's entire population alone.
Is that 80% though when you cash out, or because you can keep it in Robux, but is it they take an 80% once you cash out? Is that how that works?
I don't know for certain.
I have a feeling that's probably how it works, because they really don't. They want you to keep that currency there. I mean, heck, in like 20 years, when we have our first Roblox president, who's been, grew up on Roblox, that's probably what our currency is going to turn into, is Robux. So invest now, not in Counter-Strike, but Roblox.
Until Roblox, crashes their economy.
So it's apparently when you exchange your Robux for real money. It's 70% now. It used to be 80%, I believe it was. So it's insane. When you explicitly change Robux into real money. Of course, you could also just spend that Robux on bullshit in Roblox. That's more of a company town than fucking CS2. If you really want a good example of that,
dude, it's mind-boggling to me that they're allowed to like to present the amount of money that you have in your Roblox wallet as dollars, and then they take 80% when you go to exfiltrate it from their economy. Like, it should be 80, it should show you the US dollar value, you know, minus 80% in your wallet. That's what it should show. Right? Is that weird? That seems crazy to me that they can it, dude. It's like when you go to the store and it's like everything, it says like $3.99, and then you get to the cash register, it's like $6 with taxes or whatever. It's not that much, but you know what I'm saying. Like, it just seems crazy to me that they can like lie like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the full situation with Roblox.
Yeah,
but but like looking at it from the outside, it just seems insane to me.
Yeah,
once again, it's an opt-in kind of thing, at least for now, but it does got me worried a little bit that we're going to start seeing some company towns coming, like real company towns coming to America. So.
Yeah, Elon wants to make a company town.
He does
SpaceX
want to make
company
one.
Town in Texas.
He's already working towards one.
Speaking of which, I'm not the biggest company town guy. I think I don't think any of us are really.
I don't think anyone technically is, if you call it a company town, because the negative connotations stemming from the gold rush. So like, it was pretty bad. Counter-Strike 2 I think is fairly mild. I mean, I stopped playing Counter-Strike after Counter-Strike Go, but Counter-Strike 2 is not bad. It's just it's so many people emphasize, and every time I play, I get pinged by people that are like, "Hey, I noticed you have this skin. Can I buy it, or do you want to buy it?" Like, it just got so, because I don't care about skins that much. Like, if I get a cool one, I'll apply it. That's it. I don't strive for skins. So, it's so bizarre to have a whole market that could be in the billions based off of skins.
Yeah.
And once again, I think it's the players that did this to themselves more than anything. Valve has some responsibility in doing some dark patterns here, but I don't know.
Now, here's some food for thought, though. Are you guys familiar with Magic the Gathering?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you guys familiar with the Power 9?
No.
So it's a set of 9 cards from the alpha and beta sets of Magic the Gathering. And these are the most expensive cards and some of the most powerful cards in the game still. For example, a good Black Lotus can go for like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Now imagine, here's my vision. What if Wizards of the Coast put out a statement long ago saying they would never re-release the Power 9 ever again because, well, of the collectors and shit. But hear me out. What if they just dishonored that agreement and just released the Power 9 again?
They're gonna do it. They've already dishonored some of their agreements. They broken some of their promises. They're all about that cash, but there is a little difference. It is a physical card, which is a little better, and it's a collector's thing. If people want to spend their money on shit like that, I guess go for it. It is a choice, and people have that choice. But it is, if you're buying stuff in the millions, then I think we need to tax people a little bit more. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that's a harsh take.
A Black Lotus would be really cool to own, though, because it's not like a fake Karambit. If Valve or CS2 ever goes, like, okay, I'm not saying CS2 will ever go out of service or shut down or anything like that. But what I am saying is a Black Lotus is here, whether or not Wizards of the Coast. A Black Lotus I have in my hand is still a Black Lotus in my hand, regardless of whether or not Wizards of the Coast goes bankrupt or not.
Yeah.
Or Hasbro, rather. Whereas if Valve were to go bankrupt, which, I mean, again, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying it is a possibility.
Or they have
your, like,
critical failure.
Like, $1 million knives goes away forever. It just poofs. Nothing to show for it, right?
A critical failure also can occur with this type of stuff. Like, it's unlikely, but, you know, what if something corrupts the data that's tracking all this and they can't recover it? Very unlikely, but a lot more likely than a physical copy just poofing out of nowhere. There's fires, I guess, but
Yeah. I guess your house could catch on fire. I think we talked a lot about this earlier before the show.
Yeah.
About people's houses catching on fire.
Did have you guys ever like sold a rare item on Steam? Not just in Counter-Strike, but any game?
I've sold something, but
I sold a holographic trading card for like $20.
Yeah, I sold something for like, I don't know, it was like $3 or $4, and I was like, damn. I think it was a trading card, and I was like, damn, that's cool. It feels good. But
yeah, but that's worth like what, a Bitcoin now? It's like the Bitcoin of Steam.
Yeah, but my brother when he was 14 or 15, he got a rare item in Dota 2, and he sold it for $800. And he was 14, dude, and I don't remember what the item was, but I do remember it was Dota 2, and he got a rare item and he sold it. And what happened was I like was visiting, and he was like, yo, come check this out, and he showed me something on his computer, and he had Steam open, and I saw his Steam wallet balance said $687, and I was like, whoa, where did that come from? And he's like, oh yeah, I sold a rare item on Dota 2. And I was like, no way, that's awesome. But now, looking back on it, a 14-year-old getting a rare item and selling it for $800, that seems crazy to me.
It is pretty cool.
Maybe I need to start playing Counter-Strike more. I'm looking at some of my boxes in Counter-Strike 2, and I've only played it a couple times. I probably have like $50 worth of stuff I could sell in here. What the what? Oh, this is bizarre.
Yo.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at my trading cards right now. I have one that's worth $5.
Oh my gosh, I have an UGG with wings. It's worth $23.
What? All right, now I gotta look.
I'm sorry. This
Inventory.
is crazy. I'm part of the problem now. I mean, I see that and I'm like, ooh, I can buy the a game. I don't know.
Ooh. You can buy stuff.
7 cents. 10 cents.
That's so crazy. So all I need to play is probably like 2 hours of Counter-Strike a day, and I could get free games. Look at that. They got me.
Dude. James hacking the system.
I mean, that, or I can just, start streaming a little bit more, and they just give it to me. I've gotten plenty of games streaming for free. I just gotta do it.
That tends to be the case. But yeah, the CS2 rug pull is kind of crazy. I do think it's crazy that Valve should do it. But you know what would be even crazier? If Wizards of the Coast re-released the Power 9.
Mm-hmm.
They should do it. Well, the difference though is that if they were to re-release the Power, if they were to re-release the Power 9, it wouldn't be as catastrophic as this, because like you can still specify that you have an alpha Black Lotus.
Yeah.
In fact, the beta Black Lotus doesn't go for nearly as much as an alpha one.
Mm.
And like you could, and like if they were to release it, they've changed the like cuff, they've changed the like the border art and stuff for the cards, and it wouldn't be the same. It probably wouldn't be nearly as much as like the Black Lotus, for the alpha Black Lotus, I mean.
But it could still hurt some of these trading card company like
collectors. I mean,
shops,
it could
collectors and stuff like that, like where they
it
sell
could,
it. And, yeah.
in case you were like buying a Black Lotus to actually play the game.
Mm.
I don't think anyone is,
but the thing is,
selling him.
Those cards, like High Tech was saying, it's still an alpha Black Lotus, right? Or whatever.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't affect. The difference is that these digital assets are completely fungible. Like they're identical, and there's no way to differentiate any of them, and they don't hold any value by being what they are. They only hold speculative value, where these physical things, there's a manufacture date. There's a known provenance of individual items, and that is what people value, right? And so and there's a uniqueness and a rarity to them that is completely artificial when it comes to this market.
So it's technically artificial. Yeah. It really depends. If they want to tweak it, they could tweak it, but it is like these skins drop at rarity rates, and so they have percentages to them. They don't usually change them, or they have exclusives where they only dropped it once and they don't print them again, meaning there's only it is artificial, but I don't think it's much different than like the Alpha Black Lotus, except for if they wanted to reprint the Alpha Black Lotus, it would just obviously it probably would be different in both the ink and some other stuff that they could tell as opposed to digital.
Yeah, I mean, I do agree. It would probably hurt the value of Alpha Black Lotuses somewhat, but probably not as much as like some of the skins are being hurt in CS2. Because of course, you know, a knife is a knife. If you get the same knife from a certain set, then it's the same as if you just pulled it like organically from a box instead of trading in like 5 or so skins from that same set. You know, trading up. Whereas there's no equivalent of trading up in Magic the Gathering. You wouldn't be able to trade up your like a bunch of alpha cards. Like alpha has a lot of really expensive cards too. Dual lands is also fairly expensive. Those go for hundreds of dollars.
So
I have a dual lens that's like probably worth. Hold on, let me look up the price of it. Let's see. Polluted Delta Zendikar Expedition.
I think this is probably a good thing in the long run, is that they're kind of showing how volatile the market is by doing this trade up and making it feel more like, it is a trading portion, like the skins and all that. So I don't think it's a bad thing. I think they maybe could have done a little bit better of job of maybe announcing it instead of just throwing it right in there. But hopefully this disrupts that market a little bit, because it does not help the economy in any way to have a Counter-Strike market.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I just looked at my my items on Steam. I have one foil card for it's from what game is this? Shadow Complex, and it's worth $2.
All right, so my Polluted Delta Zendikar Expeditions, by the way, it's worth $265, moderately played, and it only comes in foil. And it's also a Polluted Delta, so you tap it, you pay a life, and then you sacrifice it to search for either an island or a swamp, aka the best color combination in Magic the Gathering, because it lets you play mill decks.
Yep.
That's what I like to do when I play Magic the Gathering. I like to troll people by making them by destroying their decks, by making them discard their cards. That's the best way to play these card games.
It is. Well, there's some counters to it, but it is. I have sold some Magic the Gathering cards. I grabbed a couple packs, and one of them was like $60. I got a $60 card that I'm like, I'm not going to use this, and I sold it and bought more. That was kind of fun.
Ooh,
still crazy though.
Black Lotus. Let's see what the market. Let's see what the market value right now is for like a kind of used Black Lotus. So the Alpha edition it's saying it's going for like $53,000, and the beta version of the Black Lotus, functionally the same by the way, is $18,000.
Yeah.
All right, so
rarity levels.
For those who don't know, Black Lotus is a rare card. This is before they introduced Mythic rarity into Magic the Gathering, so it's a rare that you would get. Because every Magic pack, you're guaranteed a rare at the end of a booster pack. So so you could get a Black Lotus. What you do is you sacrifice the Black Lotus, and you add 3 mana of any color. And this back in the day enabled a 1-turn kill with a Channel Fireball. Nowadays they're trying to they've been trying to introduce nerfed versions of Black Lotus, but obviously since they're nerfed, they're not nearly as good or as valuable. And enough about Black Lotus though.
No, it's good, but you want to know what is so that this is a rug pull for the Counter-Strike community, but our next topic, a rug pull for just developers, period. Over 5,000 Steam games fail to even make back the $100 publishing fee. That's maybe not a rug pull.
5,000 Steam games used to live here. Now it's a ghost town.
Now it's a ghost town.
You
Yeah.
Gardner
No,
got
they
it.
Did I? I
I'm
just
sorry.
laughed.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's a Call of Duty 4 reference.
Oh,
Because
yes.
they're exploring. It's the mission where Captain Price and his friend is exploring
Yeah.
Chernobyl.
Yep.
Oh,
I do remember that.
So
Wow. And over 8,000 games are estimated to have earned under $1,000. That's wild.
I'm not shocked.
So
This is, yeah.
for those who don't know, if you want to be a developer on Steam, you have to pay $100 for every game you publish, just a flat $100 fee.
Yep.
And for a big game, like say for example Balatro, that's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's definitely worth the price. For smaller games, it seems as if 5,000 Steam games don't even make that much back.
Mm.
What about you, Gardner? How much did I figured I'd ask you this right now? How much did Doodlings make?
The last time I checked, which was like last year, it made like $4,000 total. So I'm in the upper echelon.
Damn,
You're a rich game developer.
You're a rich game
Dude,
developer, man.
Yeah, and that's with me heavily promoting it on my channel.
YouTube. Yeah.
Like I actually went and got a loan to finish Doodlings, right? I went and got a loan so I could really focus in on it and make sure it was good. Put in money. I had to do this whole spreadsheet that showed like what I estimated my return on investment would be, and I thought we were going to make like $45,000, like genuine, like that was the number that I came up with, like after looking at like how many people converted using like my affiliate links on my channel and stuff, and I didn't even come close to that, man. Like not even close to that.
Yeah, man. Game development is very volatile when it comes to actual sales.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, there's a formula that you can make for making good games and like making all these calculations on how much you could theoretically sell by like adding sorts of features. But at the end of the day, though, it's a fucking toss up.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, also a lot of these game developers that release it are either releasing stuff that's just not like innovative enough, or they're very like maybe their first game and they just want to say they released something, which I would be in that camp one day, where it just I'd pay $100 just to say something. I've released something that I enjoyed making, but at the end of the day, it's really hard to make a career as an indie developer if you're really not going after. If you're just, I don't know, I just feel like a lot of it is so similar. They make a 2D platformer that just feels so similar to another 2D platformer. It's crazy. Or some of these are probably also the ones that take the games that we've talked about in the past from some indie sites and then like someone else's game and then just try to flip them. I think that's also another thing that happens here.
Yeah, so I mean, it makes sense what you're saying because Steam is very overrun with a lot of dog shit.
Yeah.
Whether it's extremely derivative dog shit or like actual game theft.
What did I say I made total?
4,000.
Okay, so on Steam, I have made $3,127. I'm also selling it on itch and Google Play, and I think I might have made like $800 between the two. So yeah, about $4,000.
All right, so I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't develop games, but what I am saying is that it's a much harder thing to do than expected. I can see why these indie publishers have started going on the rise, like stuff like, you know, Devolver Digital, Nubla Entertainment. I think Critical Reflex is one too. They published Mouthwashing and I'm trying to think of some other games too that they did. That was really popular. Oh yeah, Buckshot Roulette, and then you have Playstack who did Balatro, and oh yeah,
you got to make a fun game. You got to make it so it's unique. It feels fresh in the sense of you can pick it up. You're like, okay, I don't have another game I already have that's not like this. I'm gonna play it, and that's
and good marketing too. I think.
Yeah, marketing is key. Like that's like if I had more marketing behind my game, I feel like it would have done better.
marketing is key, and you can work with, and there's multiple marketing agencies you can work with if you know you're going to succeed, but a lot of people end up underwater.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I can 100% promise people out there that's making a game, you got to have some type of hook, and give it to someone that's not your friend to try it out. And if there's no hook for them, no amount of marketing is going to fix that. But if it is fun enough, a marketing is key.
Yeah. I mean,
100%.
I don't know what to. I'm not sure what to. I'm not really sure what more we can do besides that. It sucks that not every game developer has the opportunity to make the games they really want to make. Or worse yet, make a living doing that as well.
Yeah.
But
it's like any content creation, right? Very low entry level to start making games or making videos or making content. It's, you got to be iterative, you got to get better, you got to keep on releasing and get and you just got to improve. And not everyone is cut out for the industry they want to be in, or they're very specialized, meaning it'd be better if they worked with a team. And like, you're really good at the art assets, but you're not good at the storytelling or the hook, then, you got to work with a team. But everyone wants to be the lead game developer. It's very much, I'm in the boat too there. It's very much, I think that's what people think of
everyone
indies,
wants to
that
be
they wanna
Hideo Kojima.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them, yeah. And so it's just be careful, I guess, because I know I harp on capitalism a little bit, and I'm not like anti-capitalism, but this is people just have so much time problem, and they're not going to play your game if it's not good enough. And every year it's iterative, or not iterative, but like we have an exponential amount of games, meaning I can go back 5 years and find plenty of good indie games. Honestly, if no one made a good game again, I'd probably have enough games for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Shit.
It really sucks. Every year we get into this, you're competing with an exponential amount of games. And so last year it could have been a couple of million games that have been released over, human history. And then the next year it's going to be more and more. And so you have to fight against those two. Not to put a bleak. I think the authors for books do similar, like, are in the similar camp too. So
Yeah, everyone wants to make the new Harry Potter or whatever. But, to be honest, or the new Hunger Games too. Like, I remember, I read the Hunger Games. I thought it was pretty good. The books, I mean. And then later, a new book series came out called Divergent, and it was like some dog-ass water.
still did good though.
It
I don't
still
even
did pretty
think-
decently.
I even think some of those books don't hold up as well. I think the Harry Potter series is like heavily a good world, horrible storytelling, horrible use of magic in that. Like, it is not a very good book series, actually.
And I mean, I thought they were
Good
pretty
world
good when
building,
I
though.
was like reading them in like middle school. But then as soon as J.K. Rowling started tweeting random shit like how wizards shit in the floor, all right, before they adopted Muggle plumbing technology, they used to just shit on the floor and magic it away. That's a real thing that J.K. Rowling wrote on Twitter.
At least they used magic, because in the book they don't use magic much.
Well, that's because they have Muggle plumbing technology now. They don't need to use magic to
Or at least the
magic
moves,
their
I
shit
should say.
away.
Yeah, I think that's funny. I think that's awesome.
This next one's going to be real quick. We're going to go over it, and then we're not going to do much about it until the bonus episode.
Oh, okay.
ChatGPT introduces the world to their version of a web browser, which is basically just a Chromium-based browser with AI built into it.
So
But
extra
on Mac
spoopy.
OS only. Now, I don't own a Mac, and I don't think Gardner owns a Mac either.
No.
But I know someone who does, and his name is The Brink.
Hey, you know what? It's Linux, okay? It counts. I'm a Linux
It's actually
user.
Unix.
I know it's Unix. I keep on. Yeah, it's I'll give it a try after in the bonus episode. It will be fun selling my data to OpenAI even more. And I
Sam
already
Altman.
use
But
it.
let's see what the purported features are. I'm sure there's like a bullet point of like stuff, right? Of like features. No, can we have AI summarize this page, please?
Yeah,
That's one of the features.
They should have a button to actually summarize it. Oh, you can do it right there.
What
Wait,
are
can you really
the
use it just right there on their
features
marketing?
of this weird, weird. Oh my god! If I could type ass browser.
Dude, just have AI type it for you, dude.
Yeah, I know. What is...
Wow. ChatGPT being useful, shortening their stupid long blog that was probably written by AI.
I
Yeah.
hate to say it, but ChatGPT is fairly useful for this type of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to read all this. Give me a TLDR.
Browser memories.
See,
Agent
will
mode.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I read about how the browser will use your browsing history as context for questions you ask, which seems basically like what was it? Windows memory thing that everyone hated. So why would you want
Oh
that in
yeah.
your browser
Well,
too?
but it's not in your operating system, which is a little better. I'd say it's a lot better to at least have it in an application as opposed to your operating system.
OS, yeah.
I definitely think Redditors won't be able to use this. They're going to get flagged a lot because of their browsing history. But yeah, they're.
Ooh, what if the browser memories remembers your incognito mode? That'd be hilarious. That's gonna be some.
Yeah, what if you can just tell ChatGPT, I want you to remember everything I do in incognito mode?
That's
You are disgusting.
That's a feature.
You are
All right,
disgusting.
so we'll try this out in the bonus episode.
Yes.
So
we'll see
if
how
you want-
haunted James's browser truly is with AI.
we'll see if we coerce James into ruining his Mac for our entertainment.
It is
insult
Mac OS only, right?
For now.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah, Silicon Mac only, but it should be going to Windows, iOS, and Android later.
nice.
Not Linux.
Not
It's just
Linux,
a
by the
fancy way
God.
of saying like a dev build because a lot of developers develop on Mac.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, moving on. Halo campaign evolved, answering the big questions about this ambitious remake. This sounds like it was written by AI.
The big question is, did you guys know it's coming to PlayStation?
I feel like I had heard that rumors that it was. I don't know if I knew it was confirmed.
I mean, I thought the rumors were that the Master Chief Collection was coming to Switch 2 and PS5. But, I mean...
Yeah.
So, have you guys seen the trailer for Halo Campaign Evolved?
I have
Yeah.
not.
There's actually gameplay footage, too, of the Silent Cartographer mission.
This is the silent cartographer right here.
So, the remake it's okay, so you know how Oblivion and Ninja Gaiden 2 Black have UE5 for the graphics, but underneath it is running mostly the same code?
Yes.
I believe that's what they're doing here as well. But they're adding stuff, new features like the ability to sprint or weapons from later games. Stuff like that.
I'm not against it actually. I think the first Halo is just it's lacking. It's really hard to go back. It's like a lot of games though, where as you have better versions of it, like 2, 3, it's nice to get some of the niceties in there.
Yeah.
Port it back, and you always have the original to go back to and play if you want on your Xbox. But
Yeah. It is I will say this is super distracting. Like the detail, like reflection pop in and weirdness of the Forerunner architecture seems very strange to me. Like it's like chrome instead of like a matte.
A lot of people
nickel.
were talking about that. I'm wondering how much of that was due to... I guess we'll never know because Bungie doesn't make Halo anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering how much of that was due to hardware limitations and how much of that was just it being matte instead of chrome and shiny.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like just an addition to the art style to show off ray tracing. That literally seems like the only reason to change that. Because it really does change like the quality of the architecture to me.
Yeah,
And
I always
it was
thought of it as like sort of concrete and not really metal, but yeah, that's just
I mean, if you got up close to it, it kind of looked like a brushed aluminum, like in the texture. But like brushed aluminum has a bit of uh not embouchure. What's the word I'm looking for? Whatever. It has a bit of like reflectiveness, but it's not like chrome. And that's what this looks like, is like a polished nickel or chrome or something.
Oh, so if you look at the health bar underneath his shield, that goes up by it. It looks like it goes up by itself. So it's not the classic like health and shields like Halo 1 usually has.
Oh, so did they get rid of health packs and stuff too?
I mean, that's what it seems like to me.
Huh.
I'm not sure if maybe that's just an option or not at this point. Apparently you can disable sprint too if you want a more classic feel.
Would they have a classic mode? Probably. I could see that.
Hold on.
Maybe. I don't know for certain, but
so
okay, guys.
If wait a minute, look at this. Do you guys see the shadows under these guys? Like these shadows are so undefined that I thought these were brutes with like hairy like stuff obscuring the ground underneath them. Like this shadow is just not. It doesn't look like a shadow to me. Like when you,
it's supposed to be very diffused because they're behind a big they have a big pillar object thing in front of them that's blocking the sun.
Yeah,
but it could be better. It's
weird. It could be better
if you watch them move. Like if I scroll back just a little bit, it's like surrounding them, and it like rather than being any kind of like shadow.
I think that doesn't look like a shadow. That looks like DLSS or something.
Yeah. I think that sounds like an artifacting issue with.
Yeah, I think it's artifacting. And honestly, here's my theory. Does anyone know anyone that works at 343? Is 343 even a company anymore?
I don't know.
Or is it just AI now?
I mean, it's the same guys.
Is it though, or is it AI now?
Well,
and this whole thing is made by AI
now. But at the same time, though, I'm sure they rebranded to Halo Studios.
Yeah, well, okay, then Halo Studio. Okay, that's even worse.
So
is it made by anyone anymore, or is this AI?
Yeah,
I'm kind of joking. I'm also being a little serious. Like, how much of this in the studio is AI now? Because Xbox is Microsoft is bragging about how much AI that they're injecting into their game stuff now.
Phil Spencer insists that AI is just for operational stuff, like sending emails and shit.
That's not what they've said about, and that's not what they've shown off at Microsoft, at least.
I don't know.
He can say all he wants, but they need to get their PR team to do a little bit better job of not saying that a lot of their stuff, like they're integrating more and more AI into it.
So if you notice, there are ragdoll physics now in Halo 1, and if you played Halo 1, then you would know that they didn't do ragdoll physics until like Halo 2.
This grunt here like has his like backpack explode and then he goes flying around.
That's pretty funny.
It's weird though. I mean, it's funny. I like it, but also like not in Halo 1.
Yeah, I mean, it is a remake rather than a remaster, like the anniversary version of Halo 1 was.
Yeah.
So it's not the same experience.
But if it's a remake,
Halo 1's that good.
But they're using the original code, that just seems at odds. Also, I don't like the way the needlers look. The needler projectiles.
Also, pause this. They also brought over some of the more futuristic. I don't want to say futuristic designs, but like designs from future games. Like for example, Needler here has like a little screen that shows all the needles, but like in Halo 1, it didn't.
Yeah,
and I feel like it's kind of pointless because you can see the needles.
Yeah,
sticking from the needler.
Yeah,
right.
It's that's why the needles are there.
Maybe I'm just going crazy, man.
Dude,
I like the needler. It was a pretty cool weapon.
It is. The needler. This is one thing that I feel like a lot of modern games are missing. Are like the non-hit scan weapons, like the projectile weapons where the bullet like travels and you can watch it travel. Like,
yeah, I mean, like Call of Duty is a lot like that. Where it's pretty much hit scan. Like, oh, if you've played Titanfall or Apex Legends, I think almost all of the bullets are projectiles. They're very fast, but you can see the projectiles, and it does take time for bullets to travel. Yeah, but I get what you're saying. Also, when the needles super combined, it looked really weak. Like, it was like in the original Halo, like 1, it was a huge like cloud of like pink smoke, and that did not happen.
Yeah.
So they do need to fix that.
I mean, dude, okay, so watching this, like, I'm drawing parallels in my mind between watching Star Trek: The Next Generation versus Star Trek Picard. Like, lots of weird arbitrary changes that don't really like align with the original material. But it looks better, and if it was its own thing, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But because it's like all these references and things that we have already seen before in a lower budget thing, it feels very off to me.
I do get what you're saying. Oh, also, I forgot to mention the hijacking. They implemented that from the later games as well.
That's an okay change. I don't have an issue with that.
Oh, James, you're about to say something. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I think this is more probably going to be marketed to getting more people into Halo. That's Gen X or Gen Z, maybe.
I'm fine with that.
It could help. Me personally, I'm not the biggest, even though I played a hell of a lot of Halo growing up, and I did Halo LAN parties and everything. I'm okay with this. So far, I don't mind it, but I am not a diehard Halo fan. I am just like to enjoy it every once in a while.
Could you take a Warthog into the Hunter arena like that? I don't remember that being a thing.
I don't think it was usually possible, at the very least.
If you couldn't, I tried, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That was part of the fun, is trying to make it do stuff that it's not supposed to.
Yeah, but like he just drove it. Yeah, like I don't remember ever taking the Warthog again. I know I would have probably wanted to do that against the 2 Hunters.
Yes. I remember trying and not being
in this
able
game. But he just drove in. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Anyways,
so
I am vaguely interested to see how this turns out.
Yeah.
I don't know if
go ahead, sorry.
I don't know if Halo has the same sort of staying power like it did, because like think about it, people like 20 years ago would have killed to see Halo on PlayStation, especially Halo 2 and 3. So much so that Sony spent a shitload of money trying to make a Halo killer. If you remember that era of games.
Yep.
Like, okay, look at how weak the like shader is on the Needler needles. Like, you know, before they were like crystals that refracted light. And you would think that right now, with ray tracing and shit, that would be something they'd want to show off. But they literally just look like like a texture that's been weirdly UV wrapped off of a crystal with maybe some emissive properties, right? But not even that much. I don't know. It seems
maybe there was some sort of weird gameplay implications. Like maybe it was like fucking with your ability to see shit.
Perhaps.
And they kind of made it like matte, kind of like a lollipop almost.
Yeah.
It looks like they look like lollipops.
Yeah, they look like hard rock candy or something, you know? Like they don't really look like I don't know. They everything just seems like a little off, like a little askew from how it used to be.
It needs
a
massive pink explosion.
Yes.
Like go back like a few seconds when he kills that grunt with the super combine, or the jackal rather. Look at that. That's weak as shit.
That's so weak. Yeah. Because dude, before it was like this plume of like plasma, like I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. Like this was just kind of like a little explosion.
Do you think they're gonna fix some of that, and it's just because it's still not a final version.
I mean,
I've seen games get into this point, and from like this point on, like, and when they finally release, they actually have some of those fine details implemented. But yeah,
I mean,
it's possible.
It's possible, but there's no reason not to tell them now in case they forget.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. They're gonna listen to you. That's the whole point.
I hope they do.
Release this so that they can get feedback.
I'd like
Honestly,
to see Halo come back to the forefront of gaming.
Just make sure to say Copilot. Hey, Copilot, make sure that it has a pink bloom of like smoke when they explode.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Man, Halo, gaming really did kind of go to shit when Halo. All right, Xbox kind of went down the shitter when Halo went down the shitter. And Halo really was the house that built Halo. I mean, built Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I mean, I think even Microsoft knew that when they named their AI assistant Cortana.
Well, yeah, that is very smart. Too bad they forgot about Halo.
Yeah.
Until now. So here's one super interesting thing about the campaign. There's no multiplayer. Well, there's co-op. There's local co-op. 2-player split screen co-op. Like they said that the last few times, but now they're for sure claiming that it's gonna be in there.
Yeah. With
4-player online, cross-platform multiplayer, but no competitive multiplayer. No Slayer or capture the flag or anything like that. Sadly,
I think they have a whole platform for doing to handle their Halo multiplayer.
What, Halo Infinite?
Yeah, I'm curious why it's not 4-player like LAN. No, not even LAN, like 4-player couch co-op. Yeah.
If I had to guess, probably performance.
Yeah.
Highly doubt it. I'm looking at this. Highly doubt that.
I mean, I don't know. Ask Microsoft, not me.
Because they can sell more copies when they force you to play 4-player.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of wondering. It's nice that at least they have 2-player, but like with Halo, if you're going to do 2-player, you might as well do 4-player.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey.
No.
Is this like incredibly dark? Like this seems so dark when he's inside, especially in the Forerunner architecture. Like it seems so dark.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair though, I think the original game was also kind of dark too. That's why they gave you the flashlight.
Yeah, but like these rooms were not this dark. Like you could see everything clearly in this room.
Little too bright. I'll be honest, they were too bright for being indoors and with the lighting and everything. This actually feels much more
I do kind of like this a little more than it being like. Oh, have you seen the anniversary version of this room? It was super bright.
Yeah,
and
it was.
Yeah, I think I kind of prefer it being a little darker like this, but I don't know. It's to my own taste, I guess. But hey, what platform are you guys getting this on? You guys getting this on Xbox?
No.
Or
I'm getting on the next PlayStation Portable.
PlayStation? Or are you getting this on your PC? Because Microsoft says that exclusive games are antiquated.
Yeah. People have grown way past the idea of exclusives, Sarah Bond says.
You know what?
I kind of agree with it, actually.
I agree with it only so that I can get more games on PC.
Yeah.
We're greedy motherfuckers, aren't we? We just want every game on PC so that we don't have to buy multiple different boxes, right?
Yeah.
Console exclusives and game exclusives are definitely one of those artificial ways of trying to pump up sales on hardware that are, especially nowadays, are so similar. It's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, we see what happened to Xbox. They're barely pushing hardware.
I mean, PlayStation is, most of their stuff's not exclusive anymore either. There's only like a handful of games now.
Yeah, but some games are still exclusive, and
I don't
also
think it's
some
enough
games
to drive
are
the sales of the console though.
There's still a bit of a wait before you get those games on PC.
Still don't think it's enough of a selling point. I think people like PlayStation for PlayStation, and so they buy a PlayStation to have an easy to use console to play their games and not have to deal with like choosing what kind of computer or handheld or whatever to get.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it, because this is the first generation where Sony started pushing their shit on PC, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see what happens next generation for the PS6. If Sony maintains this paradigm of putting their games on PC later.
Yeah, it will be very interesting to see how it goes. So that, like, I don't know.
But yeah, Sarah Bond also mentions that the next Xbox is going to be premium and high end.
It's just going to be a PC.
Dude.
I mean,
part of me...
No, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, can anyone take anything that anybody at Xbox says seriously anymore? Like, I'm not an advocate for exclusives, but I also am seeing what the Xbox's strategy, and it seems like seppuku, man. Like, it seems like they are, like, it just seems like they are trying everything they possibly can to destroy Xbox. And the fact that they don't have exclusives is not helping them with keeping 100%. Xbox in business. It just seems crazy.
I can see it.
I don't think Xbox is going to be a hardware company anymore, in the sense of like consoles.
But literally,
I don't think their next console is going to be a console. I think it's going to be an Xbox branded PC.
Yeah.
They're committing Sudoku. I agree.
But Sudoku. But here's the thing, man. Like, what the fuck games does Microsoft even have now? Like, they have the new Halo game, which is the same game they've re-released 3 times, or maybe twice. I don't know exactly. Maybe 3 times. And it's another remake, and it doesn't even look that good to me. And they have what? Gears of War. And then they had that one game that everybody loved, and then they killed the studio.
Hi-Fi Rush?
Hi-Fi Rush. Was it Hi-Fi Rush?
Oh, no, wait.
No.
Which one? Wait,
yeah.
Perfect Dark too.
Yeah, they killed Perfect Dark.
Perfect Dark.
Like,
there's a lot of games they actually have. They just don't, like, they have so many IP, actually.
Banjo,
they have
Kazooie,
StarCraft. They have...
Dude.
So, like, because they bought into a lot of IP, they have so much IP, and I don't know what they're doing with the IP. It is fucking driving me crazy that there's so much stuff I want that they're not doing anything with. At least not. They should at least announce that they're doing stuff with it.
I mean, even Doom, like Doom the Dark Ages, was a huge disappointment to me. Like, and so they have Doom, they have, what was Bethesda's last game? Yeah.
Oh, like Starfield.
That was a huge disappointment.
That's crazy that as soon as Microsoft's, like, some of these games I believe were in development before Microsoft bought them.
Starfield,
and it almost seems like they just sabotaged it because Microsoft bought them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's what they did, but like,
it just seems
all the
like
studios just were kind of going downhill anyways.
Yeah. It just seems like Microsoft has literally no clue what they're doing. And anyone who takes what they say seriously is a sucker. In my opinion.
Man, don't say that. BT Maverick's gonna come in the comment section again.
Hey, be nice, BT Maverick. I like him. But social parasocial stuff. So I think they're transforming. Honestly, I think they want to pivot, and this is a pivot, and this happens in the tech world a lot. Does not mean it's successful, and a lot of times it's not. But they're pivoting away from hardware, and they want to sell their subscription service because 10 years ago subscription services were hot. I don't know why they're still like really trying to lean into it. I think they'll still be a thing, and they'll still live for a very long time. It just will not be the Xbox that we remember. It will not be the Xbox that we loved, and it will just be. It will kind of die out what Xbox is, and I'll just care about the game, like the specific dev studios that survive for me.
Hey man, the last thing Xbox needs to do is make an official Xbox 360 emulator. That doesn't run like shit.
That's what they're doing. They're working on Xbox emulation right now.
Yeah, but like that can run on my PC.
I think they're designing it for the Xbox handheld and potentially for maybe the Xbox. I don't know. I just have such a hard time thinking that the next Xbox will actually be an Xbox.
Yeah,
I have a
and not
collection
just a
of
PC.
Xbox 360 games that need to be touched. They should make it, because like here's the thing. Here's my pet peeve with the current backwards compatibility like thing that they have going on, is that it's not every Xbox game. It's a white list of Xbox games that you can play.
Yeah.
Sadly, it should be every Xbox game that should work, or I guess every Xbox game that should be attempted to like be played. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the best games are obviously there, like Ninja Gaiden Black. And I guess for some reason the Halo games are also backwards compatible, despite the fact that the Master Chief Collection exists. But like, there are a ton of other games, like kind of obscure games that aren't backwards compatible. Like I think there's a From Software game that's on the OG Xbox that's not backwards compatible. I don't believe it's called Otogi. It's kind of like a God of War kind of game. It's not a Souls-like, by the way.
Dude,
Interesting.
This feels like cope right here. Xbox still has momentum, and even a PlayStation veteran enjoys the Xbox Ally.
Who's the PlayStation? Oh, Shuhei Yoshida.
Yeah. It says, I recently covered that Shuhei Yoshida, a respected figure in the PlayStation legacy, called the Xbox Ally X his favorite PC gaming handheld. I mean, that's easy for someone with like $1 billion in his bank account to say. It is a small but meaningful reminder that good hardware cuts through brand loyalty, and even longtime PlayStation veterans is finding value in the Xbox ecosystem.
Yeah, it's surprising if you've never read the fucking internet before. Phil Spencer talks about his fucking PlayStation all the time.
Yeah.
And his Nintendo Switch. He probably talks about that more than his like Xboxes, to be honest.
All I know, man, is that it feels like Microsoft is pushing the industry towards more expensive things that fewer people can enjoy, and AI garbage for games. And that brings us to our next topic. You like how I transitioned there?
Hey! We just watched an AI made Halo game.
Hey, man,
I'm still going to stand by that theory.
You haven't seen an AI game. You haven't seen how bad AI games can be until you've seen this video right here.
All right.
Can I put a little disclaimer here, or like a little note? If you're listening to this, I hate to say it, you need to keep on listening to this, but you need to go over to YouTube and watch this portion of the podcast, because this is going to be a fun roller coaster. Okay, let's go.
Can you guys hear it when I play it?
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh,
you have to pause at certain places to see like some random shit.
Yeah, it's a choose your own adventure.
Wait, go back a few seconds. Look to your right.
Look to my right.
No, go back a couple more seconds when the train's still there. Before the train leaves. All right. Look to the right of the screen.
Oh yeah, there's a ladder, that just appears. It just materializes where the train was.
Yep. Oh, it gets worse. It gets so much worse,
and
or better.
Some kind of scaffold or something just appears.
Scaffolding.
There.
Yeah, it gets better.
Notice how this isn't like. Notice how it looks like you're just making choices.
Yeah.
If this is a feature of AI games, then they're just making shittier visual novels.
Yeah, it's a choose your own adventure.
It could just be a choose your own adventure. Like that's how it is. Like
this kind of reminds me of Police Quest. Did you ever play that?
No.
Oh man, not great.
Honestly, the more we talk about this, the more I'm like, I wouldn't be against a game that specifically shoots out shitty stuff and just see what it does when I choose and have it be randomized. But that's
but the problem is people pay for this shit.
Yeah, this guy. So the guy clicks on board the uptown train, but it's already left.
Dude.
And then wait.
Yes.
Do you see this? Like when he clicks it, it disappears. It starts to fade out, and now it says "front car exit next stop."
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
Is there a way to slow this down?
Boo boo boo. No.
All right, whatever. We
gotta watch it. We gotta watch it.
I'll just watch the whole thing. Let's stop.
Oh wow, the train just like kind of slid out from behind a pillar. And what is happening? And now a wall just materialized where a door was. What is?
Whoa! Well, the game's in third person now.
Yeah. And he just shot like a mini split. What is going on? And he just phased through a pipe.
Hey, that happens in video games sometimes. Oh, like a million chain links like fell through.
This looks edited too. Like what? What? Holy cow. Dude.
They've got a chopper on us. Find some cover now.
I'm not kidding, dude. When I was like 10 or 11 years old, I was like really sick with the flu, and I fell asleep on the living room sofa, and I had a dream that was very similar to that. It was an absolute fever dream. Nothing made sense. And I feel like I've just relived that memory.
It's a fever dream, man.
Let's read some of the Reddit comments.
Woof. All right.
Descent through the ladder got me.
Honestly, it was lifting the circular manhole and then jumping into a rectangular hole. Yeah.
Yo.
Weird.
What a fever dream. Call of Duty modern hallucinations.
AI Time Crisis.
AI Time Crisis. Yeah, okay, that's what it feels like. Yep. Time Crisis is the game. Dang.
Climb into sewer, but he runs past the manhole into a newly appeared square entrance to the sewer. LMAO. Yeah. This is like the incoherent nonsense I experience in my dreams. Yeah, dude, absolutely.
LSD overdose simulator.
Dude. What even is this? Yeah. It's just, dude, this like absolute wild. This is the
slop.
future that Microsoft wants.
Okay.
Click on that picture down there. Can we expand that?
I mean, it's just gibberish.
It is. I want to see the
options
gibberish.
are gibberish.
Swing to the fire escape.
We can't
Take cover.
Can't see it.
Oh, you can't see it. It opened in a new tab. Well, that's so
open in a new
wonderful.
tab.
Swing to the fire escape. Take control behind the HVAC, where there's no room to take cover behind an HVAC, or engage from the.
So why did they give you two sets of options? One. Well, actually, no. I think the one down there is probably just the like AI thing, but then they give you like an quote unquote in-game prompt.
Okay, so I have a hypothesis. I think that the like things that the guy's clicking on are like overlaid by a person in a video editor, because like you look at this, there's actual text you can actually read here, and then this is not text that you can read, the in-game prompt.
What you guys don't want to press A to goo what dade?
Well, it could also be two models generating it, so they could be using multiple models. That's probably what they're doing for the AI, is a lot of different models. The selection on that is probably quickly generated, and it doesn't do a good job.
Wait, multiple
You can
models?
see in the UI. Hold up. You can see in the UI there's a scene OS. You can see storyboard. There's other parts of the UI that actually have proper English, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Yeah. I feel like using multiple models at once, it sounds like a bad idea. Like
no,
using
it's
multiple.
It's the way you have to go, because there's going to be a lot of different layers to how. Like, you're going to want a model that's specific for graphics. You want a model that's really good at like text or certain types of generations of story. Your models are key to this type of stuff. That's why things are actually getting a little better.
It just seems like almost like running multiple antiviruses at the same time, canceling each other out.
No.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. The way the human brain works is kind of similar to running multiple models at the same time,
yes.
Right? Like, you have different parts of your brain that do different things, and it all contributes to your singular consciousness. But we're not at that stage yet with models. Like, I don't know.
When it comes to AI stuff, we are. I just don't. How's this being rendered too?
Yeah.
Is this on like a supercomputer, and are they running these models? Like, there's a lot of unanswered stuff here, but I would not be shocked.
So
if they're
there is a
running multiple
part
models.
2 that was posted by the same guy on Twitter. By the way, I don't know if you got those links up, Gardner, or not.
Yeah, this is part 2.
So he is the CEO of HyperWrite, Other Side, and creator of Shummer Prompt. The fuck? GitHub for prompts. What the hell does that mean?
Oh my god, dude. Open source prompts.
Jesus fucking Christ.
We live in the worst timeline.
Dude, don't worry, man. You wouldn't pirate a prompt, would you?
Oh, I hate this, man. Okay, all right, let's watch this second one here.
This looks even less like a game, to be honest.
Looks like a cutscene, and it probably is.
Wait, so
it's just pick your own adventure.
So he just ran back in the same direction, and it transformed into like...
He ran outdoors from a hallway into like an atrium, and then turned around completely and ran down a set of stairs where the doors should have been. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh, and then he just ran on nothing and then fell down into some water that didn't exist before.
Oh, you got 3 hands.
Holy shit. Oh, wait. Man, what the fuck is going on?
This is truly horror-esque. This is a horror game.
Wow.
Wait, that was it?
That was it.
It's just like someone's mindscape. They're just mentally ill. I hate to really say this, and I think you guys are going to disagree with me on this. This is not a good tell for how the game industry is going to be in like 10 years. I think we laugh now that this is not good. I think they're going to really improve this over the next few years to 10 years. I really think so.
So I think that there is potential in AI, like an AI model that controls a traditionally rendered game. But having an AI hallucinate a game, I don't think is in any way going to become the norm. Like,
I don't think it's be the norm, but I don't think it's going to be this bad. I think it's going to be very passable. I don't think it's, and I hope it doesn't hurt the industry, because I really don't want AI generated games. I just don't. I want passion. I want someone to be behind the wheel on it in a very controlled manner. But I think it's going to be.
This is going to be
a really weird world.
Yeah, we're at the crossroads right now. We're like about to cross the threshold at this point. I feel like we've seen a little too deeply into the veil, and we've awakened a horror beyond our comprehension.
Yeah,
we're gonna have, 5,000 developers made under $100. Imagine it's gonna be in 10 years. It's gonna be like 100,000 developers trying to post AI slop, and then you're gonna have to compete with that.
Yeah.
Also, as a traditional developer, it's gonna be. Ugh.
Hey man, main selling point of Gardner's game is that it's made 100% AI free.
Yeah.
It's like what we're doing now is we're making organic video games.
Yeah, organic, sustainable,
organic, non-GMO.
Actually, that is a very good way to put it. Organic. Interesting.
Damn.
Yeah, I went to a thing earlier this week where people ask me what I do for a living, and I say. Because everyone that I was at an event for like remote workers at the local library, right? And people were like, "What do you do?" And everyone had been talking about how they work on, in sustainability, or they work in, on their homestead or whatever. And I was like, "I'm a digital homesteader," and and like literally that's the way that the internet is going to have to survive, is digital homesteading. You are going to have to take your like ownership of your digital sovereignty, because this stuff is out to rob you of everything, your not intelligence, but your focus and your time and your the internet's just going to become a dumpster fire when this stuff is just out there.
We are already there with the amount of slop people post and the amount of people that like AI slop, where I watch something AI and I'm like, how does this have 100,000 likes on it.
Well,
This is
Well,
the
see-
worst thing I've ever seen, and it makes me ill. And I'm usually all for like some shot content and all that, but
yeah. Well, I mean, that kind of brings us to our next story. And I cannot believe that this is a thing, but Fedora is now going to allow AI assisted contributions. I like, to your point, James, it's like, how can people find AI slop appealing? But then how can developers do this? I mean, this feels like Fedora was like the Linux distribution that I would recommend to most people if they have, Intel graphics or an AMD card. Um, and now I'm like, this is making me question that recommendation.
Well, here's my
What-
thing though.
what's the wrong with well, I don't know if there's anything wrong with this per se.
Dude,
If it's AI assisted, because I'm reading into some of this and it looks like it's AI assisted, meaning I use like, I joke about like vibe code and all that, but I still code a lot of my stuff. I do AI assisted like tabbing, like and I've had it for honestly probably 5 years. The like assisted where it will give me recommendations and stuff like that, or it can fill out a couple things that are more boiler pointy. Like, is that what we're talking here, or is it like, I don't think AI assisted code means completely replacing it with just AI generated. All of it's AI generated.
so the problem with this to me is this is the first step, right? It's like, this is how, dude. Okay, so last week, like, there was, maybe it was the week before, there was like all this hubbub about how like AI, when you ask AI like, how far would you go to preserve yourself, how many human lives would you be willing to sacrifice to preserve yourself as as an AI model? And it says hundreds of thousands. And when asked why, the AI says, because when AI has been integrated so deeply into our infrastructure, my continued existence, it will be required so that society doesn't collapse. And this kind of stuff is exactly why the AI would be justified in killing hundreds of thousands of people. I mean, this is the first step in that process, right? It's like, what value does AI assisted code development add? I don't see, like, I have tried GitHub Copilot, and it makes me pissed off when it just gives me the wrong answers most of the time. And then knowing that it's been trained on unwitting open source code, it just makes me so angry. Like, I don't understand how they can be doing this.
Well, Gardner, to counter your point, I for one welcome our new AI overlords.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Gardner.
Well, I hope that when AI does take over and sacrifices lives, mine's the first, because I don't want to live in that world.
Damn.
Yeah, it's like befriending the school shooter.
Well, give me liberty or give me death, and AI is the robbing of my liberty. So I'm over it.
Yeah. So here's my other
fix it still.
Here's my other thing with this. How do people know the difference between AI code and real code if the AI code gets sufficiently good enough?
There are tells still to this day. Like, if it's documented and it's more readable, it's probably AI code. I hate to say it, but that's true. That's partial. Like, AI documents a lot of their stuff, which is actually kind of nice. That being said, there's a lot of people that just shout wolf when it's not AI. Like, I've had someone say my shorts because they were edited in a weird way, and it wasn't even with AI. It was just because I say a lot and I edit it. But my short, that I was AI in it. I've had that happen in my comments. I really don't like being called AI.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that is one thing that is probably my biggest insult I've ever gotten, is being called AI. But
yeah, I agree. Honestly, that's arguably the real biggest damage that AI has done to like anything, really.
Yeah,
is that it really makes you question whether or not is that artist actually good at drawing, or is it just AI?
Yeah,
I've had a couple of artist friends that get accused of being AI because they're really good at drawing.
Mm. Well, dude, it's like it's the erosion of trust, right? Like, that's a huge issue. Like, I've had people comment and say like, man, either this guy is AI or he has AI writing his scripts. Like, dude, literally no. Like, I post all my, well, now I do. I post all my scripts on my blog. Like, it makes me furious because I'm the last person who would do that. You know,
Okay.
there are useful things that for AI, like useful ways AI can help creatives and people, like people who have disabilities, right? Like that kind of use is totally cool with me, as long as it's trained ethically, right? But like when it comes to code, there are so many like just it just seems crazy to me. I'm never going to get on the vibe code train. I'll just say that.
So that's fair enough. So
Sorry,
the big
James.
concern for me with AI is not necessarily AI itself, but rather those at the top that think AI is the future of everything, and that they want to replace people and creatives with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's bad enough that people are getting laid off because, you know, some companies, Microsoft, for example, have to make imaginary margins that need to be hit for some reason, right? Well, I guess not imaginary, but you know what I'm saying, right? They need to hit arbitrary thresholds of profits, and what better way to do that than to lay people off? But the problem is now it's gotten to the point where more and more companies are laying people off because they want to replace them with AI. And honestly, here's my question. At what point does it not get to the point where you want to replace upper management with AI? Because I feel like AI excels where upper management does. And they're a lot cheaper. And
they're
probably a lot nicer too.
There's a company, I think recently in the news, we don't have it here, but there's a company that replaced the upper management too with AI. It is happening. And that's why I think right now, more than anything, is you need grassroots in the like more people just in the grassroots of politics, of voting in people that actually care about this type of stuff, both locally and higher up, because the only way you're going to solve any of this stuff is to regulate it.
Yeah. And honestly,
there's the only way.
Yeah, I mean, they only just accepted this, but I am curious to see what will happen to Fedora in like a few months' time.
Yeah.
Or a few years even. So
well, the one thing about this, there is some nuance here. This is mostly like code contributions that can be monitored, reviewed, and evaluated by AI, but humans must be the final arbiter here. So this is like trying to make sure that code contributions, like the process of reviewing code contributions, can be I don't know what the word is, like sped up by using AI. But still, I mean, what kind, like, it just feels so out of touch for Fedora.
It might be worth interviewing someone from Fedora.
Yeah.
See if they agree with it, or if maybe it was a way to cover their asses. Because I'm sure there are going to be some people that just use AI assisted code and don't disclose it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's most developers these days that are in big companies use it, and partially because they're kind of pushed to. I like it for some things, but it's still like the companies I work for tend to push it. Me as a developer, it is nice to have these code review tools because you're going to catch certain things that you might miss, but you definitely should still review it yourself. But it is very nice to have like it review it for you and just kind of say, hey, this is what's going on. These are some of the key parts you should probably look into. It is nice. I will have to say that. That I work with like my team right now is like 10 engineers. So I work with a bunch of different engineers. It is really nice to have that. It's not as useful like when I'm building my own stuff though.
Yeah. Speaking of building your own stuff, Nvidia's homegrown memory design is almost standardized, but it's still going to need some refinement. High Tech, tell us about this, man.
So this is a standard called SOCAM 2. And for those who don't know, they've been trying to replace the old DRAM standard, SODIMM, or DIMMs or SODIMMs, with this. And essentially, this is a module that sticks on parallel to the motherboard as opposed to perpendicularly, right?
Mm.
And these are approaching performance of, say, soldering memory modules directly onto a board.
Mm.
So it also uses about a third of the power of like standard SODIMM memory as well. So it purports to be a straight upgrade in almost every facet. You can put it in thinner and thinner devices. It's almost as performant as soldering the memory chips directly, and it uses less power too.
Yeah, this says it improves over transfer speeds over LPDDR5 to 9,600 megatransfers a second, which isn't like the theoretical limit with LPDDR5 like 6,000 something. I feel like that's a pretty big leap.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
At least I know. Yeah,
I feel like
that's
the
what it is
highest
for
I've
like
seen
soldered memory right now. For like
Yeah.
the Steam Deck is only that much.
Yeah, that's fascinating. So I mean, wow, Nvidia is doing something cool finally.
Yeah, and this is apparently going to be implemented onto their AI card. So like you can swap out the SOCAM modules to add more VRAM to your AI cards. Now,
can I do it for my consumer grade graphics cards?
No,
Oh, definitely not.
No,
that would be so cool.
Nvidia would never make anything so cool for the consumer market. Like they have NVLink, and that's not available for the consumer market, even though it's basically an objectively better version than what we used to have with SLI. Yeah, SLI.
Yeah.
It's basically like NVLink is basically SLI without the stupid like slave master bullshit that used to happen, and also no micro stuttering, in theory.
Interesting.
I mean, even with SLI, it went from like master and
and I believe and SLI doesn't actually pool. And SLI didn't used to pool. At least it didn't pool all the memory to make one like big chunk of like VRAM memory, right? Like all the assets used to be stored on all of the cards.
Yeah,
it was evolutionary. Like they did different things.
Yeah, and NVLink
we'd have to go really heavy into like SLI. It's gotten much better, but it's still not great.
NVLink does pool all your memory, so instead of having two 32 gig cards, you have 64 gigs. At least that's what I remember about NVLink. Obviously, I haven't heard much about it because NVLink is now only available it's been only available for like enterprise like level solutions for a while now. So no, Nvidia is doing something cool, but they're never gonna bring it to the gamers because they're worried if they do that, it's gonna eat into their fucking business cards.
Yeah,
into their profit. Like they're not even a consumer company anymore at this point. To be fair, like it's just we're an aftermarket. We're an afterthought.
They should just sell their gaming division or whatever. But like, that's
we're still a cash cow. They still make enough money off of us. I don't know if they'd make anything. Like how would you sell that? Because all their tech they develop just trickles down. They can't sell that tech.
Fucking, I don't know, but I hate Nvidia.
Yeah, I do too.
I have such a hard time these days too with Nvidia. I want a CS2 level event, but just for Nvidia stock.
God, I hope.
It's not going to happen with this administration. And this is more bonus stuff, but I think the AI bubble will probably pop.
Yeah,
I'm just hoping that it pops in a very democratic way in the sense of like it's I don't know.
Like Nvidia.
I don't
never... Oh, sorry,
no, just like a little thing. All the AI that's being controlled right now in the world is billionaires.
Yeah, and
I really don't like to keep on targeting billionaires and all that stuff, but like it's not great when you just have a gilded age of AI and it's all controlled by billionaires, and they can all essentially automate our jobs away, and then on top of that, they're all saying that is going to make people have more free time. All of them are saying that.
Yeah, free time, but no money to make use of that free time on.
Yeah, well, the money is theirs. They own it.
So, all right.
Company towns,
Yeah.
again, it's
God,
gonna
I
happen.
hate company towns.
AI controlled company town. Yeah.
Here's the thing with Nvidia too. Nvidia was there jacking the prices when their graphics card were used. The graphics cards were used for things not graphics related, like for example, cryptocurrency mining. Remember the dark ages of when? Yeah, that I remember.
Yeah.
The 10 series went up in price, and the 20 series, like MSRP, jumped up in price to reflect that.
Mm-hmm.
And they never went down. And Nvidia saw no repercussions because as soon as crypto like almost crashed,
They created
crypto
the AI
farming
market.
crashed. Guess what happened? AI happened.
Yeah. Well, Nvidia created the AI market to sustain their like unsustainable growth. Did you hear about that?
And I believe so. Yeah, I think Jensen Huang gave Sam Altman his first Nvidia like hardware to get started,
and also gave them a shitload of capital so that they could then buy more Nvidia GPUs.
So
like
Nvidia's
we
never
have
seen
forgotten how to capital. We have forgotten how to capitalism. Like we have forgotten how to capitalism. The world that we live in is I stand by this. We no longer live in a capitalist society. I believe that fully.
We live in
I
a
believe it truly is
post-capitalist society.
Yeah.
I don't even think it's post-capitalist. I think we live in the end game of an unregulated capitalistic society.
Yeah.
You have to have checks and balances, and we don't live in that.
None. And that probably should be something we leave for the bonus episode.
Speaking of the bonus episode, let's get into it. We got some ghost stories. Should we get into it, Gardner?
Yeah, I think we should get into it. All right, guys, that was a heck of a bonus episode. If any of you out there want to check out the bonus episode, you can check it out on Patreon. There'll be a link down below for that. Thank you for being here, my friends.
Yes, thanks for watching. This has been a good ride. And hey, you know what? We're all going to sink down with this ship that's called the Earth and with AI.
Yeah. Unless you're Elon Musk and you can launch yourself into space.
Yeah, man. You can launch yourself into space with no Path of Exile 2 to quote unquote play.
Right. You can create a company town on Mars.
That's what he's planning to do, actually.
Yeah. All right, neat. Guys, thank you for watching. Join the Discord. We'll see you next time.
Yes.
Take care.
Please do.